I want to watch Shedeur Sanders. Travis Kelce goes big on Cleveland quarterback battle after Browns make more moves. The Cleveland native and now fiancé of Taylor Swift urged the Browns to put Sanders on the field and let him rip it. On their New Heights podcast, both Kelce brothers expressed their love for the son of Deion Sanders and how just putting him on the field would ignite not only the fan base but also the city as a whole. Give the people what they want, Travis said. I want to watch Shedeur Sanders, Jason added. Who doesn't want to watch that? Travis continued. The world wants to see him go out there and play and have success. At this point, the guys are rooting for him. This isn't anything against Dylan. This isn't anything against Joe. I'm just saying the excitement is there for him to go out there. He's going to put eyes on the screen. He's going to bring people to the game. It is what it is, man. I would love to see it. I say all this as a fellow Clevelander. I hear what the chatter around Cleveland is. You get Deion's son in the building. He enjoys being in the limelight. He enjoys being on that football field. He's got an excitement. He's a showman when he plays. It's just so fun to want to root for that. It's fun to imagine what it would like if they let 12 out there and shake it. Unfortunately for the Kelce brothers, the Browns did just that in the preseason, and while the results were mixed, it was clear Sanders was nowhere near ready. Head coach Kevin Stefanski named Joe Flacco the starter and Dillon Gabriel as his backup. Sanders has been designated as QB3, dressing on game days as the emergency third quarterback. However, there has been a new addition to the quarterback room. After trading Kenny Pickett and releasing Tyler Hunter, the Browns have signed old friend Bailey Zappe to the practice squad. Zappe is no stranger to Stefanski's scheme, after having spent part of last season in Cleveland. The head coach was accused of sabotaging Sanders in the preseason finale when he pulled his young quarterback out of a potential 2-minute drill opportunity, with Cleveland trailing the Rams 17-16. When asked about the persistent narrative that he's sabotaging Sanders, Stefanski quickly shut it down. I'm committed to his development, just like all of our rookies, Stefanski said. We'll continue to focus on getting our guys better. That's what we will stay committed to, and that's what's important to me. There is no sabotage, but rather the uncomfortable but plain truth. Sanders is not ready to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. There is no conspiracy, there is no plan to get Sanders. That's foolish, and anyone who believes that simply isn't paying attention. Sanders is a fifth-round rookie who is getting the opportunities and appropriate snaps that fifth-round rookies get. To Sanders' credit, he did survive a quarterback room that once featured Flacco, Gabriel, Pickett, and Huntley. Sanders outlasted the latter two and earned a spot on Cleveland's roster. That is a win in and of itself. While the world would probably rather want to see Sanders over the 40-year-old Flacco and Gabriel, that's not reality. Sorry, Kelces. The NFL thrives on spectacle. Some of it happens on the field, some of it in locker rooms, and sometimes the loudest ripples come from the voices of those who aren't even part of the team. That was the case this week, when Kansas City Chiefs tight end and cultural megastar Travis Kelce put his spotlight on Cleveland and their most polarizing storyline, the quarterback battle featuring Shedeur Sanders. The Browns, who have made a habit of throwing curveballs in recent years, added another wrinkle to their depth chart when they quietly shuffled their quarterback room yet again. Veteran Joe Flacco still stood tall as the elder statesman, rookie Dillon Gabriel continued to gather momentum, and Shedeur Sanders, Deion's son, the hype magnet, the headline grabber, remained in the crosshairs of fans and media. It was at this moment that Travis Kelce, never shy about sharing his opinion, dropped a quote that traveled across sports media like wildfire. Man, I just want to watch Shedeur Sanders. That kid's got juice, he's got fire. The Browns gotta let this play out, because we all know he can be a show. For Cleveland, those words hit like both a blessing and a burden. A star talking about a star in the making. Travis Kelce isn't just another player talking. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion, a tight end who redefined the position, and a celebrity who transcends the NFL itself. When Kelce says he wants to watch someone, it's almost as if he's giving a stamp of cultural approval. And Shedeur Sanders, whether fans love him or criticize him, is already built for that kind of attention. Since stepping into Cleveland, he's been under an unfair microscope, picked apart for his every throw, his every sideline gesture, even his social media posts. The Browns' quarterback battle isn't just about mechanics, reads, and arm strength. It's about persona. It's about who can handle the chaos of Cleveland while dragging a loyal but tortured fanbase back to relevance. That's why Kelce's words mattered. It wasn't a scouting report. It wasn't a coach's breakdown. It was one superstar athlete recognizing the entertainment factor in another. The Browns' relentless shuffle. Cleveland has a quarterback history that reads more like a cautionary tale than a success story. From Tim Couch to Johnny Manziel, from Baker Mayfield to the current experiment, the Browns' carousel never stops spinning. This preseason, the decision to bring in Dillon Gabriel, the Oklahoma standout with a quick release and fearless attitude, signaled that the Browns weren't content to just roll with Flacco and Sanders. The coaching staff wanted competition sharp enough to test even the most confident young player. And Shedeur, to his credit, didn't flinch. Every practice rep became a statement. Every preseason snap became an audition. But the Browns' moves, constant tinkering, endless speculation, seemed to cloud his path. That's why Kelce's voice broke through the noise. By saying, "I want to watch Shedeur," he reminded everyone that this wasn't just about analytics or win projections. It was about a story. Entertainment meets legacy. There's something poetic about the Browns' quarterback battle catching the eye of a player like Kelce. He's from Cleveland Heights, Ohio, a hometown kid who grew up on the heartbreak of watching the Browns struggle. When he says he wants to watch Shedeur Sanders, it isn't just curiosity. It's nostalgia. It's the longing of a kid who once dreamed the Browns would finally find the guy. Shedeur Sanders represents something different than the usual Browns prospect. He isn't just another name in the cycle. He's the son of Deion Sanders, a man who turned football into theater. His swagger isn't arrogance, it's inheritance. If he succeeds, he doesn't just win games. He brings relevance, style, and national conversation. For Travis Kelce, whose career has thrived at the intersection of sports and entertainment, watching Shedeur is about watching the NFL shift closer to that culture. The locker room divide. But inside Cleveland's walls, Kelce's praise didn't necessarily land smoothly. For veterans like Flacco, the narrative of "let's watch Shedeur" undermines the experience they bring. For rookies like Dillon Gabriel, it reinforces the idea that some players don't just compete with their arms, they compete with their name.